Alright, welcome back to Mijigadog, folks. It's been a year.
It's been 3 weeks.
It's been God knows how long. How long?
Well, it's a bit over 2 weeks, I think, actually.
Yeah, we're not too good with this whole podcast situation, so this is going to be the last podcast ever. Ever.
Stay tuned for our next show where we film Leaves for 20 minutes.
That'd be actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it'll be considered a brand new frontier in filmmaking.
Yep. And Michael Bay will be directing it.
The pile of leaves sit there for 20 minutes at the last minute explodes.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. What are we at? Episode 15?
Actually 20. No.
Well, it would have been like 20, but...
Yeah, but it's 15. It's April. Yay, yesterday was April Fool's. Which is your
I knew
favorite...
it because my sister decided to put Vaseline on my doorknob.
Yeah, but so apparently this is your favorite holiday. Considering you're a fool, so it makes sense.
Oh, okay. Well, your favorite holiday is Easter because... Shut up. Anyway.
Bunnies!
Well, bunnies are great, though.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, so yeah, we've been gone for a little while because, well, I was finishing school for the year, taking care of some stuff, and also it's been kind of a slow news month.
No, it hasn't. Shut up.
What's really happened? Well, I know, like, GDC happened, but who cares? The only thing notable I noticed from there is that, like, they announced a new Assassin's Creed or something like that.
Which is the 14th one.
Yeah.
And
I should play that fourth one. Apparently it's pretty good. I kind of got burned.
I would, but here's the thing. I don't have money.
Oh, that. We'll just wait till it's cheap.
Yeah, but it won't be for another few years, so fuck you.
I kind of got bored of Assassin's Creed. You played Assassin's Creed games before, right?
No.
Oh. Well,
I don't play loser games.
Assassin's Creed's cool. I kind of got bored of it around, like, Revelations. Because it turns one of those. This was neat at first, but then they made him, like, every year, so it's like a... Then I heard 3 is terrible. I didn't bother really trying it.
I'll bet.
I heard 4 is really great, though. I want to try that sailing thing. I'm just glad it's not just rooftops again this time.
But rooftops are fun.
Not anymore. Well, it was fun the first, like, 2 times, and then they just kept doing it.
Well, they could do
Even
it a 4th
parkour on
time.
rooftop gets boring.
And a 5th time. And a 7th time.
And a 70th time.
But not the 6th time. That is reserved for leaves.
Yeah, you gotta fill out some paperwork. Gotta go to Walmart. It's a big hassle.
Yeah. So anyway, we got a whole bunch of fuck to talk about. One of them is about sour candy. Personally, I'm not a big fan of sour candy.
Whoa!
But shut up.
Let's not hop into news there. Let's do a little. Come on.
No man. I gotta talk about sour candy real quick. All right.
Oh, I want to talk about stuff I did.
No man. See, here's the thing. I don't like sour candy. You know, I don't mind it, like, if it's, like turd.
Oh, John, I think the article isn't literally about sour candy. It's about Candy Crush.
Oh.
We'll save that for our candy podcast. It's coming out next month. Just get ready for that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's going to cost, 25 cents every minute to listen to, so, hey.
Yeah, we got, microtransactions.
Yeah. But hey, you get quality content. Except not really, but, what's the difference, really?
So yeah, what you been playing? What you been up to?
I recently bought The Last Remnant, which was on sale on Steam. And
I have not played that. How is it?
It's okay so far. At first I didn't like it because I couldn't use the mouse to rotate the camera. And then I found out that you can use the mouse to rotate the camera, but you have to hold down the right button.
This was a Square Enix game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The PC port apparently is better. It's okay compared to the Xbox version, which isn't saying much.
It's usually like the other way around.
Usually, since Square sucks at porting games.
Wait, you told me. I know there's ports of like a couple FF games. I may have asked this before. Was the FF7 port any good to PC?
I heard it's pretty bad. I don't know if it's the. Well, I do know for a fact that the PC version, the original PC port from back in the late 90s, was a terrible piece of shit because the music was off and there were some glitches and you had to like a lot of incompatibility issues, and you had to have like some kind of account. No, it wasn't that. It was this whole DRM issue. So it
Right.
would sometimes wouldn't win at all, even though you spent like $50 on the damn thing.
That's PC
Um,
gaming back in the day.
yep.
Well, I know it also got its Steam re-release, so I was hoping that would be better.
I heard it's pretty much the same. It's and like the
Oh,
audio is the
Fresco.
same thing. They haven't actually fixed the audio
Jeez.
so it doesn't sound like the PlayStation version. Plus, you need to have an account with Square. But
Wait,
but
with Square, so it's like a Origin Uplay kind of thing.
pretty much,
That's stupid.
yeah. But
I hate when things do that because it's like it's already on Steam.
it's like, yeah, like why do I need a separate account? I mean,
Ugh,
I want to buy Rayman Origins or Legends, but I mean,
yeah. When I got the demo for Legends off of Steam, they made me, I had to sign up for Uplay. And that
yeah,
was
same
annoying.
thing. I was like, I mean, I'm still gonna get it at some point,
Of course.
but because it's fucking Rayman, like why the fuck not?
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, I'm iffy.
Well, at least Uplay isn't as like obtrusive as like Origin.
Fair enough,
Like
yeah,
Origin, I will never use that thing.
yeah. I don't get the point. I mean, I'm not like I kind of want to play Mass Effect 3 simply just to,
Spy on a console.
I don't really have. I have an Xbox, but I don't use it. In fact, I put it away
Oh,
since I don't use it at all.
looks like you're moving towards the PC mustard race.
More or less. Unfortunately, I have to admit that PC gaming is kind of fun.
Yeah, it's weird nowadays. I was not like if this was like 3-4 years ago, I'd have been like PC gaming. Not that I hated it or anything. It's just like I didn't have a computer strong enough to play it, and
You
I
know,
really considered it much.
PC
And now
gaming,
it's like
more like PC gaming.
exactly.
Yeah, I
Skate
mean,
with a Y, just making sure. Okay.
it was.
But yeah.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
yeah, now with like Steam and stuff, and I can play games on PC now. It's like I have way more games on my PC than I do on like my consoles. Well, maybe I have a lot.
I have.
But I never done a count. But I had to see. But yeah,
Yeah, I have. I don't know how many games I have on Steam. Let me check right now, since we have the technology to automatically check and then analyze and do all that shit. Apparently, I have 8 games on Steam. Most of them were on
I
sale.
have I think around 40.
God fucking damn it, Ahmad.
To be fair, a lot of them were gifts
Okay, that makes sense.
because all those.
Yeah, I have The Last
Christmas
Remnant,
stuff.
Mass Effect, Rayman Legends demo, Shadowgrounds Survivor, The Stanley Parable, Trackmania 2 Stadium, Trackmania Nations Forever, Trine, and Trine 2. All of them
Alright.
suck.
Well, good to know.
Good to know. Actually,
For me recently, I got into Armored Core, or I'm trying to.
what's that?
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
The same company made Armored Core, which is like a mech action game.
Oh, that's cool. Is
Is
it any good?
It's actually been around for a long time. I actually didn't know this. Like, it's been around since like the PlayStation 1 days, and there's been like 15 installments.
Hmm.
It's one of those weird series where like a lot of the games are published by several different companies. Like, I think I played one other one called like Armored Core For Answer, and that was published by like Ubisoft. And then the one I have is published. And I also played Armored Core 4, which came just a bit before For Answer, and that was published by Sega. And I think nowadays, Bandai Namco handles the Armored Core because they also handle other From Software stuff like the Soul series. So yeah, I got Armored Core Verdict Day, and that game is hard. Which makes sense considering it's a From Software game, but like the thing about it is that it's very heavily based on how well you customize your mech. And also it's like the other Armored Core games are more like Twitch gameplay, but here it's like it's a lot slower and more prodding. It really is just about how well your mech's put together. And there have been several times where I just get destroyed because I didn't have the right mech or something like that.
Yeah.
And also because I'm just bad at the game. But yeah, it's a steep learning curve.
So in other words, you suck.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, I was playing
Uh,
Mass Effect a while ago, not too long ago, but I don't remember when I got it. It doesn't tell me when I got it, but maybe it does. I don't fucking know. But the point is, um, it's pretty fun. It actually runs really well at high settings on my computer, which is
Yeah, I
strange.
think all the Mass Effects do on PC.
Which is strange because my computer is integrated. There's an integrated graphics card, which if you know what that means, it means my computer is pretty much shit. I think the game.
Well, to be fair, when did Mass Effect 1 come out? Like 07?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of an old game.
Yeah, but it's still fun, so fuck it.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm saying that's why it runs probably pretty well.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a fun game. I honestly expected it to be turn-based for some reason because I hadn't watched any gameplay footage at all for it.
Old man thinking RPGs are still like Chrono Trigger.
But Chrono Trigger's fun.
Well, Chrono Trigger's great though. But...
Yeah. Fuck you hater. Real men play
I sure hate
Trigger.
Chrono Trigger. One of the best games ever.
Except my game is better.
Trigger Chrono?
No. What am I? Lame? No, it's called
Yes.
Saving Mr. Hanks.
Same as...
It's an RPG based off the famous 2 films. Captain Hanks and...
So Tom Hanks the game.
Yeah.
Which I actually would admittedly buy.
Saving Captain Hanks.
Saving Captain Hanks. You have to save Walt Disney, who's played by Tom Hanks, while he's on a boat and he is being held hostage by Sudanese pirates.
Yeah, I would actually play a parody of that.
And there's turn-based combat.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can see it.
Wow. That's
Also, one other thing I've been done like for the past week, I got like a Netflix account, so Breaking Bad is all I've done for like a week.
faggot.
Shut up, Breaking Bad. Have you seen it yet?
No, I'm one of those people that if I watch a show, I'll never finish it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
I mean,
But no.
I tried to finish Justice League Unlimited and I couldn't. But honestly, I don't know if it's because the show was good or bad.
Oh, Breaking Bad. You probably heard it's like the best show ever. It's the best show
I heard
ever.
it's actually pretty bad.
Well, yeah, but no. Jeez. The drum. There's not even a drum roll. Just someone threw the whole drum set.
Like this.
Oh, God,
Hold
my
on.
throat's going.
Like, this is what it would sound like if that actually happened.
All right.
Hold on. It's not working. Ah! Help! Okay.
Are you playing an actual drum set, or are you just
No.
using your piano?
I have a keyboard.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
idiot.
This is what I'm asking. God.
How could I play a fucking keyboard while holding a fucking microphone, you fucking piece of goddamn motherfucking shit?
Wait, but you just did it.
No, I said a real drum set. I have a
You said keyboard by mistake, though. Way to go. But yeah, Breaking Bad, I'm almost done with it. I got like
Breaking Bad,
6 episodes
more like
left.
Breaking Good. Since it's so bad, it breaks good stuff.
So good it breaks bad. We were going somewhere with that. Yeah. I have nothing to really say about it. It's really good. It's just without going into like spoiler
Half-Life 3
territory. It's
confirmed.
just. Oh, you heard about that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, there was some April Fool's joke about Half-Life 3, like there is every year.
Dude, that's every year.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
I was just...
That's what I saw the other day, I was like, why do they even still make this joke? No one thinks it's true.
Except Valve.
I'm waiting for the year it actually is true, and it's on April 1st, and nobody believes it.
They should do that. Totally release actual footage of the game, and people are like, it's not real.
And then it comes out, and people are like, still not real.
It's not real. No, it's not. It's
just a fake disc.
Yeah, that's all it is. And then people
That's
play
what I
it.
thought happened when like Duke Nukem Forever came out. I was like, that's not real.
And then when they actually play it, they're thinking it's not real the whole time. And then it ends.
It's not real. And then by the time they're done with the game, like they're just melt.
Except it'll be huge. Honestly, I honestly expect Half-Life 3 to be a huge disappointment.
Yeah, because it's at the point where it's like, it's been like, what, 10 years since the last one?
Yeah.
No, wait, not 10 years. 2007 is when episode 2 came out, right?
I don't fucking know. I've never played Half-Life.
Really? Seems like a thing you've been into.
I mean,
Never
I
mind.
want to, I just don't have the money nor the attention span.
It's like nothing now.
I know,
I
but
got
here's the
Half-Life
thing.
1 for
I also
98 cents.
I have other things to spend money on. Also, sometimes my brain gets kind of excited when I do decide to spend money on games. That's
All right, fair enough.
That's how I got the Last
Because
Remnant.
it's like the new thing is out, but I also want to play this old thing.
Yeah, it's that.
Especially
thing.
on Steam, where like every game you want is there.
Yeah.
No, I totally get you though.
No, you don't.
But yeah, it's been like almost 10 years now. Like at this point, like people have built it up so far in their own heads that whatever it is, even if it's good, it's probably not going to match up to it.
Except
I
for
was
my
never like
own
a huge
game.
Half-Life guy, but like
I have my own game. It's called System of a Piano.
System of a. Okay, how does it work?
You play as a doctor named Dr. Piano, and he's a rabbit with cat-like tendencies, and he beats up jugs of shoes.
Well, I looked it up on the App Store, and somebody already beat you to it, so sorry.
God fucking.
They must have made it while we were describing this. Somehow.
That wouldn't surprise me by this point. It's like just Game Maker, make a cheap logo in Inkscape and call it a night.
But yeah, I was saying, speaking of smartphones, that's actually our next topic. But before we get there, I just want to say one thing about Breaking Bad. It's interesting from like the idea that you have like a protagonist, right? And the entire like thing, the great thing about it is that it's like you're watching them deteriorate into a worse person. And it's just, and like I've never been in a situation where I've asked, how can it get worse? And I actually mean it as a good thing. Like it's really interesting. Like I'd suggest you'd like, when you get the chance, there's 5 seasons I think, and they're all like 8 to 13 episodes. If you ever just want to clear out like a week or something, just watch them. I swear to God, you love it.
I don't have a week. I only have 3 days.
That's enough. Don't even move. Don't breathe. Just watch Breaking Bad. Just veg out. All right, but yeah, back to smartphones. Let's get to our first topic.
Yeah, because it's like 17 minutes, and we've done nothing but talk about shit. So let's get right to it, folks. Da 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 da.
News, breaking news about nothing. Yeah, so King.com is in the pits. You having fun over there? Yeah, so King.com is in the pits, basically. So, Reese, swear to God, I'm going to punch you. You're in the pits.
My armpits are in the pits.
But yeah, their stock is plummeting, apparently.
Yep, because no one wants to buy stupid shit.
Well, that and I think they went. I think they went public recently, and that's what's killing them.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I don't know. They probably had some. I don't know. They probably had some like, we can do it, and then yeah.
Yeah, they're not very smart, are they?
Plus, I think they're getting sued or something. I don't even know, but yeah.
It says right there in the article. Read it, you fuck.
Your butthole.
My butthole.
Anyway, yeah,
sexy shit. Fuck, I don't know.
We've talked about Candy Crush on this thing before and how it's a giant, colossal, evil thing.
Yeah.
And pretty much people
you
probably
all like, oh, they're gonna respect the wishes of, yeah.
Yeah, and they super didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. You can't blame me for at least trying to have some faith in people.
You fuckhead, you can't have faith in anyone.
That's on the podcast now. People are gonna hear that.
I don't give a shit.
John to everybody. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's this weird thing where like it's only been like what, how many months since this whole King.com fiasco started? I mean, first of all, the game in itself is a big problem because it's like it's manipulative into how it's like the fuel concept. You know how it works, right? All the microtransactions.
Yeah, it's just, oh, you want to do this thing where you have to pay money. Yeah. Or you could do it the hard way, but who wants to do that?
Yep. Like, it's completely ruined the idea of, like, a fun match 3. Like, if you play Bejeweled, then they've just destroyed that concept now.
Yeah.
So then they also have the whole thing of, like, this copywriting the word candy and saga, and the whole thing with the Banner saga. Which I think you were the one that gave me the article, and you were like, you were wrong, they're evil, and I was like, well, there you go.
Faggot.
They're the faggots. No, yeah, pretty much. It's just funny. It's just weird to see like this whole like their situation deteriorate. Also, I recently heard like we never got to mention this on the podcast. I think 'cause it obviously never came up. But apparently in Europe they noticed this free to play thing, and they noticed, and like the problem with free to play is that it has, as I said, manipulative properties. It gets people addicted to it. And like people who have like who normally get addicted to things like gambling or whatever, they probably get addicted to stuff like this. So they're probably noticing like they're probably noticing people dumping like thousands of like hundreds of dollars into this stupid little app, like dumb game. And they were like, so they're trying to so in Europe they're trying to change the meaning of free to play, like as a law, that unless it's actually legitimately free to play and there's no microtransactions, then it's not free to play if it has microtransactions. So good on Europe, I guess.
Yep, but America's still great because fuck you.
USA, take that, Haji. We're destroying our population with stupid smartphone games. What do you have? Terrorism?
Yeah, loser.
Anyway.
Loser.
I don't know, Mabel.
That was a funny short.
God.
But the show still sucked.
What are you talking about? Gravity Falls is great.
It's great like my dick.
You haven't even seen it.
I want to, I just haven't got around to it.
You should. It's actually legitimately really great.
I know, I've heard some good things about it. I'm just too lazy. If I can watch it online, like...
You can, I think.
Where?
Illegally? Nah.
Oh.
You can probably watch it on, like, Watch Cartoon Online. I think you might be able to watch it on Disney's website, but do you really want to do that?
Depends.
Oh, you can watch it on iTunes, I think.
Is it cheap?
Probably. I don't know. I've never bought episodes of shows off iTunes. I usually just use Hulu or Netflix.
I did it 2 times for Family Guy when I was stupid.
How much did that cost?
I don't remember it. I remember... Honestly, it would probably cost a pointless amount of money.
Yeah. Right.
It was only like 2 episodes, but I mean, it's Family Guy. They're gonna milk that to no end.
Well, because there's also like a bajillion episodes of that show. I don't know if they're all on iTunes. Whatever, Family. Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway,
also, I found out that the Batman animated show and animated series.
The '90s one.
Huh?
The '90s one.
Yeah. That's like for one season, it costs like $30-$40 on iTunes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aren't they like $1 per episode or something like that?
Yeah, and like, I mean, by that point, you might as well just get the DVD version.
Yeah.
Which...
I wonder if there is like a big box set for that. There should be.
There might be.
Probably. I feel like if there isn't at this point, that's like, what the heck, Warner Brothers? What the heck, Warner Brothers? Get it together!
No, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
You can't tell me what to... You can't ground Spider-Man.
Yeah, you can. Watch. See? I just did.
Johnny's actually Spider-Man's dad.
Except now I'm dead.
Oh, yeah, right.
You fucker. Even I knew that.
You're a ghost. Remember that time when Peter Parker's parents came back and they turned out to be robots?
That's awesome.
Comics are weird. But yeah, speaking of stupid stuff, Oculus Rift, that thing Johnny doesn't care about.
I don't give one goddamn fucking shits about this.
And I don't care about it too much. I think it's a neat idea, but I would not like, this is neat, but not neat enough for me to buy it.
This is neat enough for me to go, I hate this. Actually, I think...
this is a great idea. It's terrible.
Yeah. Actually, I think the whole thing is stupid because, number one, you look stupid wearing it. It kind of reminds me of the Virtual Boy.
Well, you'd be in like the privacy of your home doing it, though.
Yeah, but it's still kind of silly looking.
All right, fair enough.
Also...
But hey, John Carmack is on the project, which I actually didn't know until when we get to this piece of news.
What do you fucking do for him?
John Carmack's cool.
I don't give a shit.
He made Doom and he made rockets for NASA.
Well, great. Good for him.
He also looks like you, kind of. Like future you.
No,
You're gonna end up being John Carmack, which I guess is actually kind of a cool thing.
Great, good for me.
Glad you're having you and your anger about nothing.
Angst.
Take your vitamins, John.
Okay.
All right, yeah, but so our second piece of news is Oculus. People are freaking out about Facebook buying Oculus Rift, which happened last week?
It happened 3 years ago.
Guess I was late.
Facebook.
I don't. At first, when I heard, I was like, "What?" Because it makes sense to me, and I'm pretty sure that was everybody else's initial reaction. Because it's like, why does? And then my friend was like, "What? Did they buy it so that way you can browse Facebook in VR?" And I'm like, "That'd be a waste of money." But you can probably guess, like, they probably just saw like this thing, and were like, "That looks like it can make money. Let's buy it."
Yeah, it's I don't really care who buys what, as long as the company who buys it knows what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is Facebook. They're not really big on games. I mean, they have games on their service, but it's mostly like third-party stuff, and even then, it's kind of handled separately anyway. For the most
Well, I don't know if there's going to be like Facebook integration, like with their games with Oculus Rift at all. I think it's just them wanting a piece of the pie.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, this pie is kind of small. It's more gimmicky. There isn't really a lot that you can do with this, because most people are kind of just used to the whole flat screen, controller and experience.
There's a subset of people who are interested in it.
Well, yeah,
you're totally right. I'm not saying it's like a mainstream thing, but I'm saying there are people.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's very niche, which Facebook isn't really for the niche. It's for mainstream, kind of like everyone uses Facebook, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Facebook knows. I feel like I don't care about Facebook, but I think they've got this far. I think they're a little smart enough to know like they can't integrate this thing. They just want some of the money it might make. Because even Sony's hopping on the thing. You saw their VR thing they came out with.
I heard about it in a very brief sort of way, but like I said, I don't pay attention to VR. I think it's more of a gimmick than anything else.
And you're totally right. I agree too.
But I will say this: the way people have been acting is completely out of line.
Yeah, with the people freaking out, like throwing out death threats at Facebook because they bought this thing.
And it's not even just death threats to like the developer. It's death threats to their families.
Yeah,
people who are not involved in the product and simply exist because this guy exists. It's
just like the idea, like, people just don't get it, I guess.
Yeah, it's
like they want this thing and it's like, I want it now.
No,
and they don't want like anybody else to get, because they feel like it's like, this is our thing. We don't want anybody else taking it because they see Facebook as like the big man trying to take that away from them.
Yeah, but
and they probably think that like they're probably going to make it into a social platform, which they probably won't because that'd be stupid.
Yeah, and it wouldn't work. If they do that, then it's...
Well, then they just blew money for nothing.
Yeah, and also, but really, it's not really the point. The point is, these people are acting completely out of line by throwing death threats at people who don't deserve it. Even if it is the people who sold it or bought it, it's just business. Would you do the same? I would, to be honest.
There are messed up, scummy business decisions, like we were talking about King.com earlier.
Well, yeah.
And even then, I wouldn't say those weren't death threats. I would say don't buy their product.
Yeah,
if you don't like it.
Death threats are never appropriate.
Yeah, they're never appropriate.
It's just completely don't. No. I'm actually really disappointed in these people. I don't know them. I'm seeing like harassing phone calls of all things. Yeah. It's like, who the fuck are you people?
I don't know. I also love the people who are like, whereas they don't understand how, because originally the Oculus Rift was funded through Kickstarter. So I love the people who don't understand how Kickstarter works. So they see like the Facebook buyout and they're like, how come we don't get a piece of the puzzle? Because they think that they're investing rather than just giving out money as an act of charity. And I'm like, are you guys stupid?
Yeah. Here's the thing: if you do Kickstarter, you are not investing. You are giving a company money to do whatever they want. If you were an investor, you could tell someone to do whatever that you want. as
But
long
like,
as
I
you
don't
have
get
more
how
data
that's not.
control.
It's like the same people. I saw a few weeks ago they released a new Mighty Number 9 trailer, and there are people in the comments who fund the Kickstarter, and they're like, "Why does it look unfinished?" I'm like, "No,
It's of course
this
it feels
game that's
it's not
in
done yet.
development looks unfinished."
It's not done yet. Of course it's not. Of course it looks unfinished. It's because it's not
I
fucking
can't believe
done.
these people sometimes. I mean, I know there are people who are like young and maybe don't get it, but like, but I know there's plenty of people who are like adults and they're just stupid. Like, I don't even know anymore.
Why are kids at Kickstarter in the first place? It should be for adults.
Well, they probably just saw like Mega Man and just threw their money in.
Well, I don't care. They shouldn't be doing this sort of thing in the first
No,
place.
you're right. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to rationalize what they're doing.
They're kids. You can't rationalize them. We would know. We used to be
exactly.
kids.
But yeah, back to the article at hand where we got this news from. I do like John Carmack's little comment where he's saying, I hate companies that exist just to be bought out. And he was saying that this is not that. We're just trying to just, get more exposure. And Facebook, I would argue, is a pretty good platform for that. Because, I mean, they're a big social media thing. It's like, they can plug Oculus in. Like, hey, there's this thing we're invested in. Try it.
So, maybe it'll work, maybe not. But if it doesn't, then
we gotta wait and see.
Then no big deal, since who's investing in this anyway? That doesn't, Kickstarter does not count. But yeah, good luck, Facebook, I guess. I don't really care, but
good luck, Oculus. This is kind of a weird topic because it's like, it's one of those things where like I'm glad for the people working there, but I will not. I'm not really interested in their product. Is the thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, who cares?
Maybe if I got one as like for my birthday or something like that.
I wouldn't. I just sell it on eBay. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it's something I'd get bored of quickly.
Well, yeah, but I can't sell anything if I got it for my birthday or Christmas, since I feel too bad about it.
I'd wait a little while.
Maybe I would probably keep it for a few years.
I'd feel bad too.
I'd feel like, okay, I can't do this.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, oh, what happened to the present I got you? Oh, I fucking sold it, since I didn't like it apparently.
Oh, so yeah, to our next piece, which I actually wanted to talk about and forgot to include in the thing. Did you see the Ninja Turtles trailer, the new one?
I saw a gallery on Imgur, and it had.
You saw the face then.
Yeah, and I saw a bunch of like fan made changes
that all look better.
Yeah, than the professional, bat nipple fucktard the drums. Basically, this is this generation's bat nipples.
I love the ones where they edit on Shrek's ears and it works, and they put like Donkey in the background. I
have not seen those, but I've seen the actual just regular edits where they look better.
Yeah,
which is strange because you'd think the whole professional thing would.
Oh wait, let's actually say what we're talking about. Yeah, the new Ninja Turtles trailer, the new Michael Bay one, came out, and the trailer wasn't bad in itself. Like it seemed like it'd be okay, but the faces of the turtles are not great, especially Michelangelo, which is the one everyone is making fun of right now.
I'll bet, because the whole thing is stupid as hell.
I don't mind the rest, their bodies. I think their bodies look fine. They're maybe a little bit too cluttered, with all the bamboo armor looking stuff, but otherwise they look cool for the most part. It's just their faces that just look they have the weird noses and puffed up lips. They don't work.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking over there at Michael Bay Studios Incorporated.
Michael Bay Incorporated. Yeah.
Michael Bay Incorporated.
Bay Incorporated. It's just a building on fire.
Yes. Or, constantly exploding in the background.
Just ignore that. That's just the special effects team in the basement.
Yeah.
That's actually Michael Bay's office.
Except, he bathes in fire and everyone else just dies when they get around him.
He's enjoying himself, raising his. It's like he's at a pool and the sprinklers come on. He's raising his hands up yeah, this is refreshing.
Michael Bay, when will you never fail me?
It's weird. And they also have that new Transformers coming out, which I don't care about. The only thing I know about is that it has the Dinobots in it.
Like fat.
Fatmers.
Transies.
Shh. Don't get Tumblr mad.
Tumblr can so suck my dick. Fucking.
All the 7 people who listen to this.
Tumblr sucks. I don't give a shit about it.
Watch us get popular not because we're like we did something cool. It's just because Tumblr sees us like they hate transsexuals, and then we just
that'd be awesome. Actually,
no, I mean I would popular in like in a bad way.
I would genuinely enjoy that.
All right.
That'd be fun.
We'd ride the wave of misguided social justice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm not even kidding.
I would enjoy that.
Ninja Turtles looks. I'll see. The face is the only thing that bugs me.
It's stupid. I don't like Ninja Turtles anyway, so fuck it.
Well, even if it's bad, I guess I can just ignore it. Most Ninja Turtles things generally turn out to be pretty good, like the cartoons and the comics. So it's like if this movie sucks, it's just whatever. It's a movie. I can push it out of my head and just focus on the good stuff.
I don't get the appeal of Ninja Turtles, but
I'm not going to be
a bitch and be all like, oh, anyone who likes this is an idiot. I don't care if you like it. I just don't personally like it myself.
Fair enough.
But
anyone
who does like it is a loser.
You know who's a loser?
My dick.
Pepsi.
What?
Yeah. Let's start talking about Game Jam.
Oh, apparently it's about Pepsi, according to you.
Yeah. Well, it's about a lot of things. So, might have heard Disney recently bought Polaris.
What's that?
Basically, it's like a big YouTube channel. JonTron, PewDiePie, I believe, a bunch of people like Markiplier. They're a bunch of Let's Players and other content creators are attached to them.
So wait, now JonTron is owned by Disney?
Technically, yes. Same thing, and Game Grumps too, I think.
Holy in the goddamn fuck!
Yeah, that's a headline I never expected to hear.
That is. I don't know. Ow, my head.
Oh wait, I don't think PewDiePie's there. I think PewDiePie's actually with Machinima. But yeah, the other guys. I don't
give a shit about him.
Well, I don't either. I'm just
okay.
Yeah. So I found out about this through this really long article, and just before we get into this, I'm gonna say one thing about the article. It's on Indie Static. I'm not a fan. It's long and it gets all the details right, so I'm glad for that. But I'm not a fan of how it's written. It's written in one of those stupid like faux narrative styles that I hate in articles.
Yes, I know.
But whatever. Yeah. So basically, Polaris is owned by Disney, so they use this chance to organize a game jam. And for people who don't know what a game jam is, it's basically like they get a bunch of developers together and they make a game in a certain amount of time. And they want it to be like a kind of reality TV show. I don't know if it was going to be televised or just on YouTube. I don't remember if the article says so. We'll probably link to the article in our thing maybe, so you could just look for yourselves. Yeah, and then so yeah, the idea of that is like I would say it's interesting. Wouldn't you like to see people make a game jam kind of thing?
I guess I'm kind of I mean,
well,
it doesn't interest me as much because game development as a whole is not very interesting.
Well, that's what I would say that too. But then you have like the teams and stuff like that, like the aspect of it, like the idea of coming out with stuff with I can't talk.
No, you
coming
can't.
up with ideas and stuff like that, and they also have JonTron there and like Markiplier, which I don't like much, but JonTron's great, and yeah, and they're there to spice things up.
But I honestly can't believe that. Wait, is Game Grumps there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because that would be kind of awkward. It really would be. It's like, John and Aaron standing side by side, and they're going, "We have to do this. We have to."
Yeah. I don't think they hate each other. I heard like somewhere that since they're both owned by Polaris, they have some stipulation where like they're not allowed to like publicly talk to each other.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's true or not.
It's probably not. I mean, it's the internet. Rumors exist for a reason to be all
probably.
But yeah,
But yeah, we're not gonna speculate on that.
Yeah, but I will say that I think that they may not really enjoy each other's company as much. But I did hear that JonTron said that he likes Danny, so it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So there's no.
Well, he's not gonna say he dislikes Danny. To be fair.
Huh?
But he's not gonna say like publicly he dislikes Danny though.
Well, no, I mean, like the way he said it, it was just kind of like he genuinely likes the guy. He may not really
enough.
like want to hang out with him, but like enough for him to be like, okay, he's cool.
All right, fair enough. I have not seen where he says that, so
Well, it was a Reddit post that he made.
Oh, it was one of those like AMA things.
It was one of those. He was responding to what Aaron posted because apparently Aaron,
yeah, I know they did an MMA. I can say MMA, AMA thing.
I guess all I know is that apparently Aaron put words in his mouth. So JonTron replied and said, "No, that's not what I meant by this whole thing." But fucking whatever. It's not important. What is important is this whole game jam thing.
Yeah, so I do agree that a game jam would be kind of boring for people who don't get or aren't into game development. It'd be kind of boring because it's like, how do you make a reality TV show out of that?
Yeah,
because it's like, what do? They program. These teams have to program, and then they have to climb the mountain to get the flag and bring it back to their side.
Yeah, it's.
But that's not the main issue here.
Yeah,
the main issue is Pepsi.
I don't know. All I know is that on the headline it says crash and burn in a single day.
Yeah, basically, so the game jam, which is that's what the show is apparently going to be called, game_jam. They got a bunch of. It was basically a giant case of miscommunication. They got a bunch of indie developers and people from Polaris, like JonTron and Markiplier, together, and they told them that, hey, we're gonna have this little neat competitive thing where like so you can develop a game the fastest, and they were putting the teams. They thought it was a cool idea, but they didn't realize it was a reality TV show setup because apparently nobody really told them that. They just thought it was just a game thing. So then they have these they have the suit guy, the executive from Pepsi, and Pepsi makes, guess what? Mountain Dew.
Yep.
Gamer fuel. So you can probably see where this is going. So because video games, Mountain Dew. Yep. So then they have the Mountain Dew executive coming in, and it's like trying to tell them what to do and stuff like that. You know how reality TV show works, where it's like it's real, but at the same time they're still directed on what to do.
Yeah.
And like it's set up in situations where they can create drama and stuff like that. So they're trying to do that with these indie developers and people who don't know about these kind of things, and it's like they didn't expect that coming in. They just thought they were going to make games. And then so like there's at some point where like JonTron and Zoe, what's her? Sorry, I know I forgot her last name. Zoe something. She's an indie developer who made a game called Depression Quest or something like that, which I've never played. At some point they had some minor disagreement, and they went to go talk it out. And then Pepsi Man, who I'm going to refer to as, comes over to JonTron, tries to basically get him to argue with her, like say something bad about her for the cameras. And that's when they realize, oh, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to generate this false drama for, reality TV show's sake. So then everyone's uncomfortable with it. Eventually the whole thing falls apart. People aren't interested in it. And then, so basically like what is basically a day, this project fell apart because everyone just walked.
Yeah, I don't know, what they were thinking. Keep in mind, when you're making a game, it's an investment. It's an actual production. It's not about drama. It's not about
right.
Like you can't do that without wasting a lot of money.
I feel like it's just a case of like this executive man who doesn't know anything about games. Just
Look at this. Hold on, I want to interrupt you and say that after the whole debacle, Tom went to Disneyland with JonTron. Just said, "Fuck it, let's just go to Disneyland."
That's nice, at least.
It's funny.
But
go back to what you're saying.
Yeah, sorry. The thing is, like, it's just like, I just feel like it's a case of like this executive guy who doesn't know what he's doing, that doesn't know anything about games, and it just comes in like, he just sees these people like, okay, I gotta make them into drama for the audience. they don't understand that like game development isn't necessarily something that people may want to watch unless you're interested in that, because it's like, to be completely blunt, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it is boring.
Unless I'm saying unless you're into that.
Yeah, I mean,
to be
honest with you, it's only fun if you're actually making the game itself, and if it's the game that you want to make.
Maybe it'd be fun. Maybe it'd be fun to watch them bounce ideas around. But I feel like watching them code. I mean, which they probably wouldn't show because they're not stupid. But
Well,
yeah,
actually,
but anyway,
according to Hollywood, we are. So it would be probably some JavaScript bullshit. Or
here's a line of code, and then they just skip around to whatever the next thing is.
Here's a line of code, and it actually isn't code. It's just like pseudocode, or like better yet, it'll be like a comment for those who know what that is. Because I actually saw that in one of those how it's made sort of thing, where it showed some programmer typing in a comment. I'm thinking that's not programming, but fucking whatever.
They just type in pi and that's it.
I guess I don't remember what it was, but I mean I could be wrong, but who knows?
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's just kind. I don't know. It's just kind of this thing where like I wish sometimes like I'm not the kind of guy who's like I hate corporate culture. I hate all executives because they have their. Because they have their place, right? They gotta, they represent the people working there. They know the up and up, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I'm fine with them in that case. But when they're trying to like, first of all, when you're trying to corral these people who are creative and don't have like interest in what you're doing into doing this stupid thing they don't like, and also the fact that you don't tell them what the thing is, that's apparently what's happened. Like they just thought they were making a game and said it's like a whole reality TV show set up. Of course they're going to not like it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was a huge debacle, and it was the fault of the stupid executive who really shouldn't have been there in the first place. I don't know why he was there. I don't know why Mountain Dew.
Because Mountain Dew has this weird precedent. I don't even know when it started. I think it was because of Halo or something like that, where it's like, we're the gamer fuel.
Yeah.
Like, Dew Doritos.
Actually, to be honest with you, I don't really agree with the whole food gamer thing.
There's no gamer I hate the idea of gamer products.
I'm not saying you like.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just mad about that. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, you are. I hate you.
Thanks a lot, Joey.
I'm quit. I'm out.
No, come back.
I never left. I'll always be here.
Waiting. No,
waiting.
But yeah, it's just
waiting.
Like the whole Mountain Dew thing has become such a joke. Are you waiting for a delicious taste of Mountain Dew, Johnny?
Interrupt.
Mijigadog cast sponsored by Mountain Dew. But anyway, no, it was just the idea of like it's become like the Mountain Dew sponsorship of like games has become such a thing where it's become more of a joke than anything, and they just keep doing it. It's like this weird ironic thing, but they don't realize it's ironic yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. I don't like it. Fuck it.
One last thing. I love how one of the prizes apparently for winning was a Dew pack, and nobody knew what it was.
What in the fuck is a Dew pack?
I don't know.
I'm looking that up.
Yeah, I actually want to know now. What the heck's a Dew pack?
What the fuck is it?
That reminds me of when the X-Bone was coming out, and they had like the Mountain Dew Doritos X-Bone package. You get like an X-Bone, like a giant box of
Maybe
Doritos.
It's literally just a pack of Mountain Dew.
That is the lamest thing ever.
So you made an entire game, but you only get...
Here's your Mountain Dew.
It's like, I just walked out of there.
Here's your crappy, gross, syrupy soda? Like, what? That is the worst thing I've ever seen. I'd take a hornet's nest. I'd rather just you might as well just give me like a hornet's nest, Jesus.
I mean, honestly...
Here's diabetes.
Yeah. Why are these companies getting involved in getting anything in the first place? I mean, okay, hear me out. I get it why Pepsi wants to do the whole Mountain Dew thing. Fair enough.
Right.
If they make money off it, fine. But getting into actual game development or trying to do this sort of thing, get out of here. Don't come back.
It's a weird. It's because they're probably on the idea like gamers are obviously just like junky bros. Like they're just bros. They play Halo all day, and they don't realize like these indie game developers who are actually the exact opposite of that wouldn't be on board.
Yeah,
like because these people aren't playing like Halo all the time or something like that, or Call of Duty.
I have no problems with businessmen as a
I don't either.
Yeah,
when they know their place, it's fine.
I mean, I've met a few businessmen, like working at Chromike, and a lot of them are just like fucking whatever. A lot of the time, like you'd be surprised. I've only had one issue with one of them, but usually it's just kind of like they don't care enough. Usually depends. I don't fucking know, but my point is, I don't fucking know why these game developers involve themselves in these. I mean.
Well, they didn't know.
Oh yeah, it's just I don't fucking know.
Like it's just, I know. It's just a big bummer.
Yeah, I can't even think straight just because of the whole stupidity.
It's just the idea of like if you're a creative person and you're also a bit like if businessmen when they come into like a creative field they should know about what they're getting into.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's really what it should be.
You don't have to like know how to do something exactly.
Yeah, if you don't know, get out of the way.
Well, I'm talking about not all businessmen know how to program.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying they have to either. I'm just saying like if you don't know, like what your job is that you're the business guy, you're the line up to the top, you're the executive from the creative people to the people, higher up. That's what your job should be. You should be trying to interfere with these people doing their jobs. Because it's obvious, especially if you don't understand what they're doing.
Well, I don't know, but fuck it anyway. Just fuck it all. Fuck all you. I'm hungry.
Well,
I'm gonna go eat Wendy's. But
hey, you want a Mountain Dew with that?
No, but
okay.
But I'm gonna talk about something else. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, you wanted to talk about DirectX.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have a problem with DirectX, folks.
All
right. Hear me out. I like the idea behind DirectX. Makes programming a little bit easier. That's cool.
Wait. Well, first explain what DirectX is.
Well, DirectX is something called an API, which basically makes it easier for you to take an image and put it on screen. That's basically it. Or at least DirectX, graphics. There's also, control or input for like the Xbox 360 controller. There's also sound.
Right.
You get my point. It allows you to take media and slap it on whatever you want. It makes it easier to, which is great. But here's the issue. We are now living in 2014. Steam is now one of the top things that you use in order to play games, which means which means that installing a game and downloading it is faster than ever. Great. Problem is, you don't have to install a game anymore. You just download it and you play it. Installation is not a magical thing. All it does is just put files on your computer and change things around on your registry. But because we have Steam fixes all that issues. Problem is, DirectX is still set in 1998, which means that if you want to install a game that uses DirectX, it has to reinstall. The reason for this is Microsoft is thinking, hey, people are going to pirate DirectX, which is,
Wait, is that the actual reasoning? I actually never knew that.
Well, it's mostly because they don't want people to distribute DirectX by themselves because of whatever reason, probably for copyright reasons, which makes sense, which is understandable because, they want to have their own copy, they need to take care of that sort of thing. But the problem is that if you install a game that uses DirectX, it has to reinstall DirectX even if you already have it, which is a huge issue. It makes it harder for, because, for instance, Trine took about 30 minutes to install. I had already downloaded it. Why do I need to install it? It's already there.
Well, I would argue that it's not a big deal. But I guess it's not fair for me to argue because my computer is faster. I guess so. I can get a new game.
The thing, that's not it. installation
What?
in itself isn't resource extensive. It's just because DirectX is usually slower when it comes to its installation.
Mhm.
I mean, it's okay. DirectX itself isn't bad at all. It's actually very good.
Mhm.
I mean, otherwise no one would use it. But it's its installer. It's very inefficient. It just kind of does whatever it wants instead of realizing that there might be different versions of DirectX on the computer already installed instead of having 20 different versions of the same damn thing.
Well, I don't know. It just doesn't bug me, I guess, because I don't mind, because it only happens once when you download the game. Like I remember getting what's that game called, Borderlands, and it was like, oh, DirectX installed, whatever. But I also stand from the I'm from the standpoint where like it doesn't take long for me to download it, so it's like whatever to me. If I could totally understand for someone else who maybe it's a bit more it take a little longer, they'd get annoyed by the fact like every time they want to get a new game, they have to download this dumb thing. So yeah, I totally get that. I'm just saying, because we talked about this a bit after last podcast, and we didn't argue about it, but we talked about it, and like yeah,
And
I don't know.
you
It just
call me
never, it never,
grandpa. I hate you.
because you're old. Well, you're older than me.
Yeah.
Not by
So
much.
so if anything, that only helps your point when it comes to grandpa thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Faggot.
But yeah, I don't know. It never. I don't know, it
Young
just never bugged me too
whippersnapper.
much.
In my day, we didn't wait for games to install. We just
I'm on
pirated
your
them.
lawn installing DirectX.
Huh?
I'm on your lawn installing DirectX.
Motherfucker, get off.
But yeah, I don't know. You're right. You're right though. They should probably come up with a more efficient way of doing things.
I heard Valve is trying to find a way to help with that, to help alleviate that. I don't know if
Right.
it'll actually work, but hopefully it'll at least make things a little bit easier for developers and fans who like Steam. Like, it's not Valve's fault. It's not really anyone's fault. I mean, and to be honest with you, it's not even Microsoft's fault. But it's still kind of annoying to have to wait to install a game, even though that installation should not be a thing anymore, if you ask me. At least for games. I mean,
Well, okay, that's what do you mean? You're gonna have to explain that to me.
well, okay.
Well, how does the thing get there then?
By downloading. I mean, okay,
So you're saying everything should be an executable.
that's what everything is.
Well, sorry, I meant to say like, well, for example, I use a program to draw called Psy, and I don't have to install it when I got it. I downloaded it, unzipped it, and it was there.
Yeah, but that's a little bit different. Well, actually,
But is that what you're saying all games should be?
kind of, but I mean, with Steam involved, since Steam would help keep people from pirating and everything.
Right.
Since that's what Steam is supposed to do, and it does a very good job of it without being annoying. But actually, I'm surprised Psy does that. I did not know that. Most programs, when it comes to like Psy and Photoshop.
Well, I'm using a cracked version though. I don't know if the actual main thing is like that.
Oh, so it's okay for you to pirate and crack, but if I do it, oh, hell break loose. Johnny's pirating. Let's all hate it on him.
Except I don't do that anymore. I don't care if you pirate now.
Oh, Johnny, I'm disappointed in you. Oh,
I
Inception.
never said that.
Yeah, you did, Inception. I was watching it, and you were like, oh, you're not supposed to pirate it. And I was like, oh, yeah. Motherfucker.
It was like I could buy Psy.
How much is it anyway?
I don't even know. Actually, when I first saw Psy, I actually didn't even know it was like a thing you had to pay for, to be completely honest. It was something somebody gave me.
Well, let me look it up for you, so you can be like, oh.
Well, I'll buy it. When I get money, I'll buy it, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah, loser.
I mean, whatever. I don't even use Psy. Like, I have Illustrator, which I paid for, so... Yeah.
Wait, you pay for it? I thought it...
No, wait, no, I didn't. I got it for free from school.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, yeah,
Apparently,
yeah,
it
I got
costs
the whole
about
thing for free.
$54. Approximately, because
just buy
it's
them.
actually in Japanese yen, and I'm just using mental math to figure out. Kind of. I mean, I just...
Maybe I'll just buy it.
Huh?
Maybe I'll just buy it.
Yeah. So it's not...
Just
Yeah,
import my settings.
I didn't expect Psy to cost that much.
I mean, it costs a bazillion times less in Photoshop.
Yeah.
And
And at the
Illustrator.
same time, it's still better.
I wouldn't say that, but...
Fuck you!
Size a little bit
Incidentally-
less...
Incidentally,
to look at.
Notion Music, I've heard, is much better than Finale, which is like $700. But Notion is like
Finale $700.
huh?
Finale $700.
It's like 600, 700.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. Well, I don't use music programs.
Loser.
Why don't you just get like Fruity? How much does Fruity Loops cost?
Okay, here's the thing about I don't really like using tracker software.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't like it. I'm just asking.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that sort of thing.
I have to look it up. I know there's also Reason, but Reason's like studio music though.
I'm more.
I had a friend who his dad makes music and he has like a home studio.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, yeah, you know him. You know.
Yeah, the one who tried to take my job away.
So that never happened.
Yeah.
The project that project we were gonna do that for didn't even come to fruition. So.
Yeah, I mean, even now it's completely different.
Yeah, yeah. That's like a down the line kind of thing.
And even then, it may not ever happen.
But yeah, So yeah, I was actually thinking, do you wanna plug our emails? People can send us questions if anybody's listening to this.
Yeah. So for the 0 people watching this, we have an email account on my domain. It's called Mijigadog@0slash.net, and you can email shit to us, and we will email back, except never. But if you have any questions,
you can ask us questions, and if it's not a crappy question, we'll answer it.
Yeah. This is great for no reason. Email is still being used, apparently. Which
yeah. Well, you used email. We used email for a long time to correspond. I still use my email for like work stuff or whatever.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
I don't fucking know. You were all like, oh, we gotta start using Tumblr. Shit.
You said that. You just said that so it'd be more convenient because I don't answer my email a lot.
Because
like I said,
exactly, because you never answer your fucking email.
If you're saying as a communication platform, then yeah, sure, I don't use it for that. But I use it for stuff that's important.
I don't fucking know. But I want to go back to Notion real quick, even though our episode is already like 20 billion minutes longer than it should be.
Well, finish it, and then I want to plug one last thing.
Yeah, but yeah, Notion I heard is much better than Finale for a variety of reasons. Number one, it's a modern program, which Finale was written back in like the fucking 80s. So fuck it.
Well, I didn't know it was that old. I don't know anything about Finale, apparently.
Yeah, it's a pretty old program. It's not bad when it comes to writing music for orchestras, but if you don't have an orchestra like me and pretty much every other human being on this planet.
Well, I know you like it because you can see the sheet music.
Yeah, because I like that. But Notion lets you actually see the sheet music and have it written in a modern thing. I heard it's much better. Unfortunately, there's no demo version, so I don't know actually how good it is. Right. But I plan on purchasing the program at some point, maybe after I get my tax return, whenever that will be, because I don't fucking know when they'll send it.
Oh, reminds me, I still gotta pay you back for that.
No, you don't. Here's how you can pay me back, Ahmad.
I know.
Yeah.
It's happening. I was actually doing it the other night.
Oh, good. Loser.
But yeah, well, I was actually thinking about fixing that logo up. I want to come with something new. But yeah, next time, don't worry about that.
Wait, what do you mean?
Our Mijigadog logo, the dog.
Oh, yeah.
The dog and the Mijiga, yo.
Except this time, don't make it look like a fucking seahorse.
Wait, that's not what seahorses sound like.
Is it? Here's what a seahorse sounds like. Blub, 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 blub.
You're not wrong. But yeah, I guess one more thing before we get out of here, I want to plug my new project. You saw it, right?
Nope, I don't pay attention to your stupid Tumblr or your stupid goat fetish. Faggot.
So soon next week when I replace Johnny. No,
no, go ahead.
When it's just me. No, yeah, I have a new kind of webcomic, I guess. It's a monthly comic deal. I make like 5 to 10 pages of a comic, and you can read it. And you can download it too.
Download it on Steam and Facebook and Twitter and Gmail.
On Instagram and Pinterest.
And Fubar, because that makes sense.
MySpace. No,
MySpace, who using MySpace? Friendster.
We both knew. Yeah, it's Fiasco Zone. FIASCO.
Who cares what it's spelled like? Just, who cares?
Shut up. Fiascozone.tumblr.com.
.net.
New comic every month.
/index.php ? V equals but.
You're not helping.
I always help. With you around.
Here's where I end the podcast because I'm uncomfortable.
Yep. So, thanks for coming, guys. I hope you had a fun time joining us in this wonderful world of what are these things called? Hold on. I forgot what these things are called. They nasal strips. That's what these things are called. So thanks for coming, nasal strips. I don't fucking know. I'm out.
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
To protect the world with devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Rog.
Tyrone.
Team Rogkid blast off at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Rog, that's right.